The United Nations World Tourism Organization, or UNWTO, is the leading international organization in the field of tourism. In 2010, UNWTO partnered with UN Women to publish the Global Report on Women in Tourism, which showed a significant gender gap. UNWTO has now pledged through the United Nations Sustainable Development Goal number 5 to have all of its member states achieve gender equality, empower women in tourism. But is UNWTO actually walking the talk? I want to examine the gender representation of all the events held by UNWTO in 1 year and in all parts of the world. I will use a mixed methods approach to first quantitatively audit all of their events and then qualitatively interviewing all their event organizers as well as event stakeholders. If my report shows an inconsistency between what UNWTO says they want to achieve and what they're actually promoting, then we can suggest that their current practices threaten the shared goal of United Nations, UN Women, and UNWTO to mainstream gender issues in their respective policies. The findings could lead to the development of an inclusion scoping checklist for use during event planning. But on a larger scale, the curriculum restructuring of all UNWTO's existing tourism training and certification programs so that they will include gender issues and awareness. In the very least, my report will be incorporated into the second edition of the UNWTO Global Report on Women in Tourism. It would then serve as a benchmark for UNWTO to measure their improvement of the 5th Sustainable Development Goal. And it will help UNWTO to understand how they can lead change towards creating gender-neutral spaces. And this is important because we know that today women in tourism, whether they are travelers or workers, continue to perceive and experience varied forms of risk and constraints in public tourism spaces.